course, and I can already see a lot of people are there. Let me say good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Oh, I don't know. So, okay. So maybe now it is going. Yeah. So now it is going. Hello all. Yeah. So sometime it happens, sometime it doesn't work at a night. So some people are already there, and someone is already asking this kind of a question. Student from Tier 3 college, can I get a good package as a full stack developer? Why not? In today's world only skills matter, nothing else matter. Can always, I am from a Tier 3 college, but that was a long time back. And I have achieved all this from a Tier 3 college. But my case is different. Okay, so it's all skills and hard works, and you have to do the continuously the same thing again and again, and you can get anything in life. It doesn't matter. So let us start with the date free, and as always, attendance sheet will be given at the end for day 3. So every day I'm taking attendance sheet, and you're going to get a very good participation certificate. And trust me, React participation certificate is worth it, because what is happening, React is the number one thing which can get you a job. Anyone, it can get you a job as a front end developer. React is the main thing to get you that front end developer job which you always needed, which is the high paying front end developer job. And that is what I'm creating here, highly paid web app developers. Okay, so we'll start with the day 3, and let me start, and let me share my screen. And yeah, so my React app is running, and we have reached till here. And we are going to first, today we are going to start with, and today we are going to complete the class based component, and so that we can start with the hook based component on the day 4 and day 5. And I will give a link to a lot of projects which you all can do, and add it to your LinkedIn profile, add it, showcase it to the world, to get that front end developer job, and get a life of freedom. And all this is about that high paying front end developer job. Okay, so today we are going to start with how to add CSS in React. So we have already seen that adding CSS in React is very easy. We just create a file like this, app.css, and then you just if I open this file also, this is by default, it is a normal CSS file, so nothing different is there in this CSS file. So let us do that for ourselves also. So components, I'll come, and here I will create a file, style sheets dot css, and here dot primary here, and color is orange red. So orange red, okay, orange red, and dot secondary, and color is blue violet, like this, and we are going to use it somewhere. Okay, so that I've done. Now let us create a file, style sheets dot js, style sheet dot js, anything we can give a name, and it doesn't matter what it is. So let me create a functional only. Okay, functional only is been created, and after that let us import this style sheet. So we'll import this style sheet by import style. We have to import the style sheet from like this, style sheets dot css. So this is how we import the style sheets. Okay, so that is done. And the next thing which we are going to do is to show this style sheets in a app.js. So let me copy it here, copy it here, copy it here, so that it is being shown. It's okay, we have just started. You can watch the replay, Vishal. So that is there. And when this live stream end, you'll get a replay button. You click on that, you'll get it. You can see it today itself. Okay, so this style sheets I've done, and here I don't know why it is coming like this. We are going to have something. So we are going to add those style sheets of primary and this thing. Okay, so h1, and we'll have CSS style sheets, and p tag I will have, and let me have lorem text here. And now I want to add these two styles, primary and color. So how primary and secondary. So how to do that? Very easy, just like class. But in React, we don't have class, we have class name, because class is a keyword. So it is like class, just like HTML CSS project, we are going to use it primary. But the main thing is that I have to import it like this. Okay, primary, and here the class name will be secondary, and save it. And if I where is my local host? Nowadays I don't know why it is showing. Okay, so this is done, and red and some kind of purple kind of a thing is there. So this is how they. And the other way to show the styles in React is like through the way which we have in HTML also, but it's a bit different. So I'm telling about the inline way to show it. Okay, so for that I'm going to have another paragraph now, and lorem. So I'm going to use the CSS from here only. For that, what I'm going to do, const para style. I'm creating a variable. Para style means anything you can give the name. And then what I'm going to do, font size I just want to ask one thing, should I go for any 25th of Jan? Moin, why I will tell you about some other job school like Masai school and all, because I also give a job guarantee program, and if you want to go, you can go. It's your wish. Means if you want to go, give half of your salary for the next 2 years, you are free to go. Means, and yeah, Masai school is very good, but you have to give half of your salary if someone is happy to do that. I am also starting my boot camp from next month. Those who don't know, boot camp is starting. Our boot camp is starting from next month, 5th of February, and it is a fully job guaranteed program, but it is 10,000 plus GST. It is not like Masai school. It is not like free, and we are also having 3 to 4 months of complete thing, and end to end we are giving from starting till the end we are giving. So please don't keep on asking for some other school. You know better. Means they are taking your 2 years salary and all. So it's your decision. If you want to do it for free, if you want to get everything in life for free, then you have to pay for that. In life nothing comes for totally free. It is not free. Masai school is not free. People think it is free. No, it is not free. You're signing a bond with them for 2 years. You're giving your 2 years of salary. So now you'll see, okay, they are giving me 5 lakhs 5 lakh salary and all, but they're taking half of it from you also. If you're getting to 20,000, you'll get 10,000. You have to give to them. That is like that. Nothing is free in this world. Ready? So that's up to you. Whoever want to go to Masai school, they can go to. Whoever want to come to my boot camp, they can come to. Whoever don't even want to come to my boot camp, they can learn from my YouTube channel also, which is completely free. Month long workshops I held on my YouTube channel, and plus I do one-to-one also. So anyone can book one-to-one with me, and it is completely free. And I will give the link. Means I do 2 hours of one-to-one. Although my time is very valuable, I don't get much time, and half of the people also don't come. So I'm planning to not do it that for 2 hours, at least only for two, means 1 hour daily, because half of the people don't know how to attend a Google Meet. Okay, they get a Google Meet and they don't even come to that Google Meet. So that is the background color, and yellow. So I've given this font size, and like this 20 px, and this background color is yellow. So I've given this. So now how to use this para style here? So I will come here, and here again we do the style tag here. Style tag we do. Okay, style tag is like our HTML only, a style tag is there, and then I will come here, and then this para style I will going to give and save it. And see, one there are two things is there. So this is like an object. See, first thing is that it is a font size I have written, like not like some dash or something I have given. It is a font size. In a normal CSS, it is a dash, font dash size, background dash color, and these quotes are also not there in a normal CSS, but this single quotes we have to give it mandatory. So I will save it, and then I'll come, and it will have this yellow color and all these things. Okay, it will have this background color. Okay, so that is there. But the thing is that this is known as inline styling kind of a thing, and this inline styling, instead of creating an object, I can do it directly here. So how I can do it directly here? So like p, another p I will create, and again a lorem maybe 10 I leave, and here again I have to write this style equal to, but I will give one bracket. See, this is a object. I can actually copy this thing like this, and I can paste it here, but I don't want to have some space or something. So it is like this. Just copied it and pasted it there. Okay, I will have this. Just copied it and pasted it there, and we can give anything. Means like maybe the font size. I will give 1.3 rem. Background color green. Save it, and see, it is coming like this. So it is coming like the thing this. Okay, so this is how means we can directly, these are some of the style in which you can give the style. And I will tell about another way, and which actually I personally like, which is also known as CSS in JS way, or CSS in JS way, it is also known as that. And that is known as styled component. So style component I use a lot in my project. I recently did a very big project on my channel in which I built a Netflix clone, and I use that a lot in that. So if you want to see that, style component are in full use in that. Okay, in that project. Okay, so style component. What is styled component? Styled components. So this is style component I have already opened. So a style component is also known as CSS and JS libraries and all. Okay. So what it is actually a npm package which we have to install like this. Npm install a style component. So my this is already running. I'll do control J. I'll open it here. Npm I style component. I'll do. So style component will get installed. Now I will follow the documentation only. So it is very easy to use. See, and what's the benefit of it? See, in CSS also, in as React also, what happens if I give something in app.css, some common thing, it will go to every other thing, and it will be a global. So in bigger project it causes a lot of issue. Bigger project, it will cause a lot of issues, those css files. So we have this style component in which every module is different, means everything is a different, it is a compartmentalized, it is a compartment kind of thing is made. So we are going to see now how to do that. So style component, I have already installed that npm install. The documentation is like, suppose I want to create a title. I'll not create a title is very easy and all. So let us see we are not going to see go deep into it. If you want to go deep, you can see my I use a lot of style component. Okay, so this is there. Suppose after this I will have some buttons. Okay, so like this button, normal, and button whatever, primary. Let's take how they have done primary. So anyways, it will look like this normal, like normal things. Okay, so we want both of them to be inverted, means if someone's color is something, I want the other color to be other thing. Okay, so one thing is that we create the style for two different buttons. Okay, but we can create through style component only one thing only. Okay, so I will copy this because I'm not going to tell much about it. Okay, and the first thing is that we have to import also. They have not mentioned it, and this will fail. Import styled from styled components. So that is there. So here what is happening, see this style dot button I have taken and this const button I have taken, so we have to use it like this, okay, and adapt the color based on the primary props, okay. So that I have written. So actually this all is a common style, okay, and this is something, this props is getting passed. So this props is not like React props or something, this is totally different. So this button is there, instead of this normal button I have to use this thing, button, save it and see the styles are been added, styles are been added like this, the everything is added, okay. So what is this props? So it is telling that if props dot primary is there, background you will make it as pale red. If props dot primary is there, color you make it like this, okay. So and this all are some common style. And one more thing is very good in style component, that generally we do give it in this file only, we don't create a separate file for it, JavaScript only we give. It is exactly like CSS. It is not like the font size I have given, like the font size I don't have to give this course. It's exactly like the CSS we write, okay. But this props features and a lot of other features are also, the advanced features are also there you can do. So this, how to use this props features, so I will do this primary and I will come here and I will give the primary here, save it, see, totally different, totally different, but same common style I'm using. So I can only, these two things were different. So where the props of primary has been passed, the background color is this and the color is this. Where no props is passed, the background color is white and this is pale red. So this is how it works. So this is about our styling and all, okay. So that is done. So now the, okay, so the next thing we are going to do is a very important concept, and which is known as controlled component. So using forms in React is not that much easy, means it is not that much tough also, but there is special process which occurs when we are going to use forms in React. And then forms in React are also known as styled component, because there is some logic to how it works. So we are going to look into them, okay. Controlled component. So here I'll come and let's create a demo form. And I have given this GitHub link in the yesterday's video also. Today's video also I will give this GitHub link, because a lot of people were asking for this, okay, demo form. And we'll have a class based, because we are going to do we are doing the class based only now. So RCC I'll do, and export default, I don't like it here, export default demo form I'm going to do. And then this demo form I'm going to add it here, 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 save it. Okay, that is done. Now as usual we'll have this, have a constructor. So what we are going to do, so we are going to have a constructor, our const is there. Yeah, I forgot to share the PPT. I'll share the PPT also. I'll share the PPT. Maybe I'll put that link also in the PPT, because the next topic which we are going to learn, it is through PPT, and that PPT is actually very important. The next topic, because next we are going to learn about lifecycle hooks, and that has got a nice PPT. I will share this PPT. I forgot to share that, and that will again be in the comment. Okay, everything will be in the comment only. Okay, the comment of this video I'll put it as soon as this video is completed. Right now it is not there, so I'll put it as soon as it is completed. Okay, so email is like this. I have a state in the email. We all know what is the state and all right now. So a state I have to do like this, and then this I'll have, and form, I'll have a form. Okay. I'll have a form, and inside it I will have a div, so that we are not doing much styling and all. So we are going to have this HTML thing. Okay. label. And see another thing, HTML for. So this, we don't have a normal for in React, we have a HTML for in React, because again for is a keyword, for is a for loop. In a JS file we cannot have a for loop, and we can have not have something. So label, we have something known as for, and it is attached to the ID. Okay, so this is there, and the username, and username is there, and then the username, I don't want the username, I want the email actually, because I'm doing the email. Let me have the email input type, let me have it email only, and ID equal to, so for an ID should be same. So this is means for an ID should be same, and that is there. And one thing in React is that you don't know, you don't need anything like name or something here. Name or something is not required in React. So that is not important in React, but there is a value thing which is very important in React. So I have given a state as an email. Okay, state as an email, which is an empty string, because I have to take the input from the user. So where to take the input from the user? So I will have a value as this dot state dot email. Yeah, and this we have created. Save it. Now demo form I have done, so I will come here. See, the email is there and this is there. Okay, so let me start typing it, because the value is there. Let me start typing it. I'm actually typing, I'm hitting my keyboard very hard, but nothing is coming. Nothing is coming. Why nothing is coming? So that there is a reason for that why nothing is coming, and that's why it's known as a control component. And that is one of the very important thing in React. Even if you do a hook based thing also, you have to do something. Okay, so this is not coming because what happens in React, see, we need something known as a control component. What is this control component? Suppose I am doing this email, I am giving this email. Okay, so when I am typing React, I have told in the earlier class also that whenever this render will run, then only this whole form is means whole, and everything in this component is going to be re-rendered. So some value is this dot state dot email. Okay, got it. And initially it is empty string. And suppose I typed a here, I typed a there in the form, but a never came here because never the render was called again. So a never came here. So that's why we have to use some logic like this. So this dot state dot email is there, and I will do this a. I have to have something known as change handler. I will have to have something known as a change handler. This is the thing which I need to have here. So there is a on change also is there. Again, HTML thing on change. So but in React we will do it in a different way. So this on change I'm going to do on change equal to what I'm doing here, just on change email handler, whatever we can take. Okay, this dot change email handler. So let us take that only. This dot change email handler I've taken. This is a function. So what is this on change? So on change is something which get fired whenever the user presses something. Suppose I press the A in the input box, this on change will get fired. Okay, this on change will get fired. So on change will get fired. So how we are going to use it? So on change, on change handler, I'm going to do it here, and then it will get something, every input box or something that gets something known as an event. So I will get an event or for short form I can take E, and then I can get, as I've told earlier, we have to do a set state to change the state of anything, and for this component to re-render. So I'll do this dot set state, and email is e dot target dot value. So now I will save it. Now see, this is happening the moment I'm pressing A. I will come back here. I'm press A, I press N, it is coming. I press N, it is coming. Okay, I will press N, it is coming. Why? So because the moment I see, initially it is the value is null. This is state dot email is null. So the moment I am pressing N, this is getting fired, and when this is getting fired, it will go here, it will go here. Then this dot set state is done as email is done as e dot target dot value, which is a, which is n, and then it will come back here because this value has been re-rendered, this has been re-rendered, this component has been re-rendered, so it will come back here and it will show it because of this dot state dot email. So a loop kind of thing it runs. So the thing is that in React you have to do it like this only, a form handling, so that's why they are known as control component, and you do it like this. And rest of the things also, if we are going to do, it will be like this only, means everything else if you are going to do, like maybe after this I will have a div and label an HTML for like comment, comments, like text area. I'll have not coming, sometimes it doesn't come. Okay, text area is id comment is there, but text area always require ending like this. And again for text area I will have a comment like this, and comment will be empty string again. So again the same thing which we have to do, value equal to this dot state dot comment. Okay, and on change is this dot change comment handler I am having. And see, I've made this a arrow function because, or else in class-based component we get that thing which is very bad, we know that bind thing and all those things we get, which you have seen in the earlier class. So change comment handler is e like this I'll do, and again the same thing, this dot set state is comment is e dot target dot value. Say I save it and let's close this, and we come back here, and now I can type here also, and this is form, here also I can type. Okay, this is done. So now we are going to see a drop down thing. Okay, and you can, means radio box and check boxes are also like this one. So we're going to see a drop down now. Okay, so div is there and label is there, and HTML for is language, language, select. Okay, this name thing we don't require, so I'll come here, id is id is language, so comment posing on same page, I didn't got comment, comment posting on same page, I didn't got. So id language is there, then value is there, and then this will be okay, this dot state dot language, this dot state dot language value is like this. So and then I will have on change equal to this dot, what's the name, like this I'll take, so let it is common, change language handler. So I have not given this so this language I have not given. Okay, so now what will happen here, I will have an option of value maybe react and react, and this react I'm taking, and 2-3 more also I'll have view and angular and whatever you say. Okay, these things I have. So I want by default the view to be populated. Okay, so actually I have not done one thing again, that is coming here, and after this language I have to do, and this I will take not react, maybe take at view. Okay, so it should be whatever the value is there, so this view is there, I have taken this view, this is a different thing. So this is a drop down button I'm creating. Okay, drop down thing I am doing. Okay, so that's why I have taken this at that. but value will be there. So value will be whatever the user select, it will go to the backend when we are going to post it. As Mandar is saying, when we are going to post it, we are going to see that. Okay, so on change is there, language handler I have given, and language handler will actually be again the same. Okay, so change language handler equal to e, and it will be like the same thing. Language is e.target.value, save it. Now by default view has been chosen, although React was first, but by default view is chosen. I can choose anything. So now we will see how to submit this. Okay, so how to submit it. So for submitting it, we are going to first have a button or an input type submit, anything. Both of those things are same actually. And but the thing is that whenever we have a button inside a form, we generally make it a type of submit. This is a HTML thing, not a React thing. Okay, so button of submit, and I will have like type equal to submit, type equal to submit. So when we give type equal to submit, it is necessary so that we can use the on submit handler. So in React we have another thing known as on submit. Okay, so we can have it here, and this is how we submit in React. On submit handler will do it here, on submit handler. Okay, and this can call any function, like I will call this dot handle submit, this dot handle submit I'll do. And like this I'll come, and now this handle submit we have to do. Handle submit equal to e, and then as always e dot prevent default, and I'm just going to do the console log of the state. Okay, console log of the state I'm going to do this dot console log of the state, so that we can see all these things. Okay, so I'll go here, open it, console log it. Okay, so this is form, instead of view I will React submit. So all of these things has been passed. So this is how we pass. And we, if you have some backend or something, we are going to do the API call from here, and we are going to pass all the data. Like in this dot state dot email comment and language, will get the different data, and that we are going to pass it to the backend. So this is how the handler works. What is e? E is something which is coming from your JavaScript world. So E is something which is given to us by JavaScript, means all the input fields or anything is there, it has got a E thing. So through E we can have a lot of things. E dot target dot value, you can do a console log and see what is E dot target dot value. So all the DOM functionalities we get access through this E. So whenever we give some input field or anything we go do from form or input field, we get access to this E. So that is there. Okay, so this is done, and we are going to go to the last topic of your class based component, and this is a very important topic. Okay, so I'm not going to add those things. If you want, you can add those things, because I don't have time right now, or else we'll miss the lifestyle thing. And you please add this, that might be an test for you. Radio box, checkbox, and whatever you want. So not much difference is there. So I've shown, I think, in the JavaScript thing, and like the radio box, you can Google it, means that is very important to Google it and learn it on your own, Ananta. So learn it on your own. That's an assignment. Radio box and checkbox, and whatever is there. Mainly the radio box and checkbox are two things which you should practice, because both of them are a bit different. Okay, so those things you can practice. Logic is like same, only this dot state dot something you have to do, and you have to do an on change handler. Okay, so now we are going to the last topic, which is the, yeah, we're creating the on change handler multiple times. Yeah, it can be done in the same, in a single function. And I know the trick also, that you have to give the name thing. You have to do, you have to give a name thing, and but that trick will be way too much. And the name thing you can do, and that there is a ES6 property in which dynamic thing, this can be dynamic thing, we can do that. So I always try to teach the easy way. That is the thing, something which you can see, means maybe later on it will be there somewhere, I might have used it. So we are going to go into the life cycle methods, and this is a very important thing which I'm teaching now, life cycle method, because soon we are going to go into hook based component. Hook based component also life cycle methods are there, but they're implemented in a different way, but we should know how everything works. Okay, that is there. And okay, so I will also give the, it's a good time to give the attendance also. I'll give the attendance also. All of you please fill it so that you can get the participation certificate. Okay. Mark attendance for day 3. Yeah. So now we are going to see the life cycle methods. And life cycle methods again we are going to learn from our slide. Okay. So life cycle methods. So life cycle methods, there are different life cycle phases. Okay, life cycle phases are there in React. So one is known as the mounting phase, one is known as updating phase, one is known as unmounting phase, and one is known as a error handling phase. So most important are mounting and unmounting, mounting and updating. Unmounting also happen when a component is been removed from the DOM. We are going to, and we are going to look into all of these things when we are going to do hooks also. We're going to look into how to change a class based component to a hook based component, all those things. This is the way I teach. Okay, so mounting, when an instance of a component is been created and inserted into the DOM, whenever the first time it has been done. And unmounting, when a component is been re-rendered as a result of change in either the props or the state. So see, when a component is been first it is done, so it is like this only, but here also I'm changing the state by typing something, so the state got changed. So that time the other lifecycle methods which are known as updating lifecycle method runs. So what we are going to learn first we are going to learn the mounting lifecycle methods. So this mounting lifecycle methods we are going to learn. So the mounting lifecycle methods are like constructor are there. Constructor, first the constructor is there, which we all know what is a constructor, we have seen this many times. And then so it runs in this order. Constructor will run first, then static derived state from props will run, then render we have also seen. What is a render? We all know it's render is there in a class based component. And then at last the component did mount will run. In this component did mount is very important. Okay, component did mount is very important. We'll go through all of this now. Okay, and then we are going to see an example out of it. Okay, so first is the constructor. It's a special function which has been called whenever a new component is been created. And the constructor is the perfect place for initializing the state and binding the event handler. We have seen the binding event handler in the previous class. We have seen that. And initializing the state also we have seen always the state. And we should not do any HTTP request from here. So we should not do any API call from here. Need to call a special function super props. This is required to have access to this dot props in our component. Okay. No, I cannot share that. You have to go back to the day 2 and see it. I'm going to share it here. Can set state directly with this dot state only in the constructor. Okay, we can only set the state. So please see the day 2, and if you want to do, if you do it, because anyways see the day 2 and fill it from there. Okay, can set state directly with this dot state only in the constructor. Okay, so that is there. Okay, so at the rest of the places we can, then you might have responded it. Okay, I will check it. Then you might have responded it. You might have attended the earlier React also. Okay, it's not maybe you will get for this also this error. Oh, so ping me on WhatsApp, I will consider you. Okay, if it's saying me, show me the send me the screenshot on WhatsApp. Okay, so can set state directly with this dot state only in the constructor. Only we can do this in the constructor only, this dot state. Rest of the places we have to do the this dot set state. Okay, and this is a really okay, then this get derived state from props is there. Okay, the thing is that this is a really used lifecycle method, and we are not going to use it. In fact, in hooks this is not even used. Hooks have only this component did mount and all. Okay, so this is really used, and this is used when the state of the component depends on the change in the props over time. Need to return new state or null. This is a must, and again we don't need to do HTTP request from here. And the next thing is a render. We know what is a render. It is it is the only requirement. Even the constructor is not required. And it state props and state and return the JSX. to read the props and return the JSX. Don't change the state here. We should never change the state here. Anybody know? Nobody does that. Or DOM interaction also. And children component lifecycle method are also executed after the render only. Okay, that is there. And then the this component did mount. It is a very important method. Component did mount. This method is also called only once. It is been invoked after the component and its child components are being rendered in the DOM. Okay, it has been invoked only after the component and its child components are rendered in the DOM. Okay, and that's why it is very important. See, what does it mean the child components are rendered in the DOM? So in JavaScript also, see, it means the whole of the website or a web app has been shown, and that's why it's a perfect place to do the HTTP request. In JavaScript code also, HTML, CSS, JavaScript also, we put the JavaScript at the end for that reason only, so that once the whole of the website is up, then only the JavaScript will run. So that's why we should do the HTTP request also from here only. Okay, so now we are going to see an example for this. Okay, and let me come here. Demo form is okay, and I'll come here and we'll have two files. Okay, parent life cycle.js and RAFC. No, not RAFC, RCC, because it is a class based only. So export default, and this was also an earlier exclusive thing which used to happen only in class based. Now this is use a dashboard. You do anything what you need, Nananta. Use a dashboard, anything. Do. Why cannot you do? You can do anything. Why cannot you? Yeah, you can create, and it will be a good project for you. Although I have a very good project for dashboard creation, means recently I did. I think you know the Netflix dashboard I have created. Go through that. It's a very good dashboard actually. With everything, it is there. Okay, so this parent lifecycle extends component and all. So we are going to do it here. Okay, so then after that, our maybe this will run this time. No, it is not running this time. Oh no, shortcuts are not working. And constructor props and super props, and this dot state equal to parent name is parent name will be this thing, and we'll have a lot of console logs here so that we can understand where it is coming. Console.log of parent lifecycle method constructor. Like this, Control Shift T, format selection. Okay. So now we will have those other two lifecycle method which we don't have. The constructor and render are also considered a lifecycle method. Now we'll have that derived state from process and component did mount. Okay. So static get derived state from props, and we have actually in this props and state is also there, and then like this I'll do, and return is null. Now I will have component that you can check it out. All these things you can check it out in Google, and we're typing the message and send it by using. So I've created that now. Send it by using when in that only you go back and you can see when I was clicking, then only console, it was console logging it. Storybook is nowadays not used that much, so don't go about storybook and all those things. And that thing I cannot complete in my boot camp and all, so those things if I want I can do something else, like every Tuesday and Friday also I do a video at 5 so that is not a part of any certification or all. So Tuesday and Fridays Tuesday and Thursdays I do videos, okay. So maybe a storybook I can create something on storybook on that. Just I will make a note of it and do it a storybook. And Himanshi, I have already done that thing which you are selling. That button when I was clicking, it was showing this dot state and this dot state dot anything you can do. Means if you have one input only, then you can send that input or send anywhere and do it. Okay. So that thing I have already done. Okay. So component did mount is also there, and render I will have, and then this console.log of and lifecycle render I'll do, and then here I'll have a h1 of parent lifecycle. Okay, so this I will have, and now this less parent lifecycle is also already there. So I'll go back here and see. Let me do one thing and let me refresh it. It is the main thing is how this is coming. How the data is moving, how the control is moving. So I'll refresh it. See, the constructor has been called first, then the get derived state from props has been called, then the render, and then the component did mount. So it is working correctly as like the constructor get derived state from props, then render, and then at the end component did mount. So it doesn't matter on the way in which I have given. See, component did mount was called after the render. It doesn't matter, means I have given this first, it doesn't matter. So this is how the control flows in a React. The control flows like this. Okay, so that is there. And now we will add child component also in it. So child, when the moment we add a child component, the control flows in a different way. And this we are doing what? This we are doing the mounting lifecycle methods. We'll soon do the updating one also. So let me do now. We'll have a child life cycle dot js and rcc again. So this I'll have, and this will also have all these methods actually. Just choose everything. And here is parent life cycle. I will change it to child life cycle. Save. Okay. This I will change to child life cycle. Okay. Child life cycle render and all these things I have changed. Okay. This looks okay. Name is also okay. Save it. So now I'm going to call it from here. I'm going to call this here, and for that I need to have a this because it has got more than one statement. It will be having this h1 I'll have, and then child life cycle method. So this is static method. It means it's a static method. Means as I've told, it is not used that much, so don't worry much about it. It's static. It's a thing of a class-based component. Class-based component. If it is again a class thing, means it's got static. Then I think we cannot create objects out of it. It can be used directly. So that's why we use the word static here. And anyways, in React we use class, but we don't create any object or something out of it. but it is something, it is like that internally it has been done like that we have to add the static. Okay, so this I am calling this child lifecycle method here, and then I'll go here and I will actually again refresh it. So see what will happen. Parent constructor has been called first, then derived state from props is called, then render is called, then the constructor, then after the render, it directly jumped to the child lifecycle constructor, get derived state from props, render, component did mount also ran, and at last the component did mount of parent is run. So that's why when we do some API call, we do it from the parent so that every other component is been loaded. After that only the API call is been done. So that's we are going to see the API call soon, means how we are going to do from the component did mount and all those things. Okay, so that is there, and it will be only mostly similar to what we are going to do in a hook also. So it will not be like hook everything which is a component did mount and all, it will be changed to a use effect hook, which we are going to see soon. Okay, that is done, and then mounting lifecycle methods are done. So now we are going to see the updating lifecycle method. Updating lifecycle method happens whenever there is a change in a state or change in the props. So that was one of the reason I created this state variable, which we are right now not using, but we are soon going to use, because the moment I change the state, those new lifecycle method runs. Okay, so let us first understand about that, and then we'll see the code. So updating lifecycle methods are like get derived state from props is again there, but this should component update is totally different. Render is there, get a snapshot before update is there, and component did update. See, all the methods are different here. There is no component did mount, there is no constructor. So although two methods are there, but there are those methods are not there. Okay, that are not there. And again the get data statement prompts, we have seen what it is. So should component update, so this is a very important lifecycle method, or it used to be, because the way we implement it in hooks is totally different. We don't have something like should component update and all. And what used to happen in React, if you render something a lot of time, it used to slow down big projects. So with this method we can stop the rendering a lot of time, means if you as it is written, this is mainly used for performance optimization. So this decides whether the component should be rendered or not, re-rendered or not. So this is there. And render we have already seen, and that get a snapshot update. And actually this is also very rarely used lifecycle method, and it is saying that called right before the changes from the virtual DOM are reflected to the DOM. It has been called, and all those things are there. And then component did update. Actually this is a very important method, and I will tell you which are the important method which React team have actually taken to the hook. And what React team found out, that the people only use those methods only. So people never use this get derived state from props, but people use this all a lot. Component did mount a lot, constructor a lot. Render is of course render, return and render are same only. Okay, that a lot. And people didn't use this should component update that much, get a snapshot before update that much. And but they use this component did update also a lot. So component did update is also very important. Component did update is actually equivalent to component did mount, but what it does, calls after the render is been finished in the re-rendered cycle. Okay, and this can also be used to do HTTP request. That is the main thing. This can also be do HTTP request, and in old projects you will see might that component did update can be also be used to do the HTTP request. All the new projects on all, we are really going to use this. We are going to use mainly hook based only, but we should know all these things. Okay, so that is there. So now I will add this three new methods, and I'm going to have a button also here so that the state is changed. Okay, so that is there. And should component update is there, and okay. And here I have to pass anything. So I'm passing true, or else nothing else works. Okay, and then I have get snapshot before update. Okay, get a snapshot before update, and it has got props and previous state, and it will have the same thing. I will have a console, and it also have to return something. Okay, and component did update component did update I will have, and here I'll have, and it doesn't return or something like this, but we have to change the state now. So what I'm going to do here, I will come and button, I'll have a button, and it will be have a change state. Simple on click will be there, on click equal to this dot set state name is dev. So just I'm changing the state to anything, means it was something and I'm changing it to like this. And now we'll add the same methods in our child also. Replace it with child, save it, then I will come back here, React demo. See, now I will refresh it. See, the first time the method runs, it is the mounting methods run. So mounting lifecycle methods run first time, and the second time the methods run, second time it will run, I will clear it, and so it will be like this only. So every React component which you create or project which you create, when it will load, it will be like that. After that the user will interact with it, and when the user interact with it, the different lifecycle method runs, and those come as a part of a updating lifecycle method. So how the user interact, he will click, he or she will click some button, will come here, click this button, and now the different set of lifecycle method runs, and that is very important. Okay, so see here, and the order is like get derived state from props is running first, should component update render, should component update render, get, but after the render, if you have a child also, then get derived state from process child is running, then should component update, then the render is running, then again the get snapshot is running, then the parent get snapshot is running, then it goes back to the child component did update and component did like this. So all of these things you don't have to know, means all of these things how the wins it is run, but the two three things which you should know means, as I will tell you, the most important methods are like this. Anyways, the constructor is the component did mount, you know that it is running after the dom has been done and during the mounting only, it doesn't run the second time. See, if I'm changing some state or something, it won't run that time, constructor will also not run, and the component did mount will also not run. Actually they are similar, but reactive has made like that constructor should not do http calls, component did mount only you should do the http calls. Okay, that is done. Again, this is not very important, and this component did update is also very important. So actually this one component did mount, and actually constructor, only this much is important. And this is mainly even in class-based component React project, which I have used a lot. We didn't used to do a lot of things. I have used sometime should component update, but not that much. So that is like this. And other thing is that I think one more thing is there, which is the component will unmount. This we will learn when we are doing the hook based component, because this is a method which is called immediately after the component is unmounted, and what is unmounting and all those things is there. We are going to learn later on what is unmounting and all those things. Okay, so means the class based React is done. So we are done the class based React, and so tomorrow we are going to start with your hook based means hook based React, and that is the one. So if you're going to start any new project, you should always start with the hook based only, not a class based. Okay, so you should always start with that hook based only, not class based. But as I've told earlier also, see what happens. So the hook based things are there, but if your project has some class based, then what you will do, what are you going to do? Okay, so if your project is even one means 1 year old, so project doesn't ends like this. Okay, so it will be having this class base, and once you know the problem with class base only, then only we are going to know means what is there. Okay, so and please do subscribe to my channel if you're not done yet, and please do hit the like button if you're not done yet, and so that it can help reach more people and all these things. And see, someone was asking about the boot camp. Yeah, I am starting a boot camp. I run miss I do two kind of things through my YouTube also. I teach people, and through my boot camp also I teach people. Means though both of them are different. Boot camp will have, you have definitely more different access. You will going to have a job guarantee kind of thing also there. And we are going to definitely help 24/7. It is there. Yeah, I don't know why it is not. Okay, so that is there, and let me show. I don't know why it is. Okay, it was taking my instructor place. So this is what the boot camp I am doing it in collaboration with another company known as Adurika, with my company TWD. My company is known as TWD. It is 999 plus GST is also there, and it is there are two trainers in that. I will take training for 2 months. Everything I will teach from all this, everything is there. Whatever I have taught, this is in a detailed way. Everything will be taught in a detailed way. Zoom sessions. It's a weekend boot camp. Saturday to Sunday, 2 hours. Assignment will give. Assignment will check any problem solution, any issues which you have, we'll be solving that. Mentoring and all those nice things will be there. And plus, after I am taking, it will be taken by Nikesh Jain. Is much more senior to me, and he is a Silicon Valley guy. He has spent 26 years, he's having 26 years experience, and he was one of the starting members of Yahoo in Silicon Valley, not in India, in Silicon Valley. Okay, so he will be also taking this all things. He will take your mock interviews, plus whatever gap will be there, will be try to fill those gap. It's, if it is a communication gap, we are going to fill the communication gap. All those communication gaps will be there. And see, this is the main thing. Post course completion, we will share your profile with the corporate clients who are looking for a front end engineers. We are going to share with them, and it is means we are going to means help you completely in the job. But the thing is that you have to definitely do the thing, but will make sure that you will do all those things and you will get a job. And only 30 seats are there. We are means this boot camp will again at 10 means start after 2 months, 2 3 months it will start. Okay, there will be some gap. Yeah, there will be placement, there is placement. And packages, I cannot tell about the packages, but there will be placement. Means yeah, unless you are not an intern, means you're not studying in a college. See, the thing is that if you're studying in a college, we cannot give you a job. So some people will know these things. If you're studying in a college, nobody can give you a job, because the college rule is that you have to give them an interns only, and interns at most on 25,000. But if you are someone who is there, means there will try to give a job. And it is not like the job what we are trying to give, it is at least 25,000 per month starting. So that you can click it. Means I don't know what is the package it comes out around. That is at least minimum that much, because you don't know anything. At least you should do. Means, and we are not going to place you in some fang or something. Okay, so that is a different thing. That is a different company. You know, all know the company which gives that like that, and they tell that we will give you that 18 lakh package and all those things. So that all those things are there, but that is like this. And so this is what is our guarantees. Okay, and Moin, if you want, you can talk to with me later on, because this is a React class and not like this. And so I will end this streaming here, and I will meet tomorrow. And tomorrow is a very important thing, because we are going to start with our hook based thing, which is the main thing. We should always start with the hook based thing. Okay, with this, I am going to